So Instagram has just changed the game forever when it comes to social media, when it comes to content. And I'm gonna run you through exactly what that looks like in 2025. So you can do one thing extremely well, not get left behind with the way that social media is going, with the way content creation is going. And I know a thing or two about social media, about content, about selling, because I simply sold well over $2.5 million in coaching programs, predominantly from using Instagram and just being very good at sales and speaking to strangers on the internet. In this video, I'm going to run through the exact trends I'm seeing on social media, on Instagram, and content creation that a lot of coaches are making right now is a huge mistake. You can avoid this mistake. If you can avoid it, you can quite simply win, make an awful lot of money, and help a lot of people at the same time. So I've been in the space for 10 years now, and when I first got into it, you might be doing this as well. What a lot of people are doing, like, and I can't blame them because it works, was they'll just post lots of tips. They'll post lots of value content on social media. They'll post tips to grow their shoulders, tips to grow their muscle, build muscle, tips to get abs, whatever it might be. And because there wasn't that many people doing it, and like the internet wasn't that great of a place when it comes to getting information and tips back in the day, it was much harder. That content would do well. You know, you'd get likes, you get engagement, and you'd be able to get clients from that. The reality is right now that no longer works. And it's beginning to work less and less that every second we speak, right? The biggest reason it no longer works when it comes to getting clients and it doesn't work as efficiently is because there's just so much noise. There's so many people on the internet right now. If you just go on your social media, if you go just go on your Instagram, if you go on your explore page, you can literally see probably hundreds of videos of people giving the same 5 tips to lose weight, the same 5 tips to build their muscle. So simply posting value content to build a coaching business is no longer a efficient way to grow a coaching business. It's no longer a business strategy that you should be following in 2025 because there's just so much noise. And the second thing with this flaw in this strategy is that you can get value content so easy now just by using AI. You can go on ChatGPT on the free version. You could put the voice feature on. You could literally give it the entire your entire life story, and you could get a free counseling session with ChatGPT and AI, and a free coaching session from the internet from the best person traders out there with AI. So it's just so easy, so easy to get value, to get, free value on social media nowadays and with AI. And like, ChatGPT's there, but you've also got like really hyper specific strategies, hyper specific AI tools you can use. If you want to lose weight, I can bet you my glasses that you can literally find a very specific AI tool that work out your calories, work out what training you need to do, and you can even probably have a chat feature on there with like a chat bot that you can speak into. So if you're doing that, we've kind of come to a conclusion, you're going to get left behind. I don't want to see that happen for you because I want to see more coaches win. When more coaches win, we'll work with them and we'll win, right? So I don't want to see that happen to you. So what's the solution? Maybe I'm sitting here wondering, what's the solution to fix that and get more clients? It's rather quite simple. The solution isn't anything over the top, but it's to really start segmenting your content into different strategies, right? In different buckets. There's 3 big buckets you need to have when it comes to your content. The very first one is having more personal connection content. Everyone is posting content everyone is posting content like literally trying to get more tips, get people to save their content, to be valuable. However, the biggest thing that's missing right now is connection. So if you can post more content or regular content on your social media where you're building a connection with your followers, with the people that engage in, it will be one of the biggest cheat codes to get more engagement, get more people liking, commenting, connecting with you at a deeper level. And then when you ask later down the line for them to pay you to work with you, they're going to have so much more know, like, and trust with yourself. They're going to view you more as a friend and also as an expert at the same time if you follow the next 2 bits of content alongside this tip. that, alongside this, then just so easy to win, man. It's so easy to win. So the first thing would be personal connection content. And when I say like personal connection content, like what do I mean by that? It's just showing people what you get up to, and it's just showing them that you're human, but also showing them the aspirational and inspirational parts of your lifestyle. If you are a physique coach and you're helping people build muscle and get in shape, you would it'd be a very, very sensible idea to actually show them you training hard, you balancing your training, your nutrition, you having fun, and having the benefits of achieving that goal. Creating aspiration, motivation, and inspiration, while also being relatable. That would be the very first thing I'd look at. Like, what are the stuff you do? What are the stuff you get up to in your day to day, your week to week? And it personal connection when you're starting out on social media could literally be one bit of content per week, which is just a breakdown of what you got up to for the week. What were the highlights? Did you go to do anything fun? Did you go, did you do anything fun? What was the highlight outside of business, outside of training, outside of all of that stuff? That would be the first type of content to have in there. The second one that's very, very underused and underutilized, I'm going to share this because it's such a gem. It literally is one of the biggest things that took my personal following on Instagram from 2K, 3K followers to 70,000 in 3 months, 4 months worth of posting content. So the second type of content is actually having virality content on your social media. You know, actually looking at what content the people you want to work with are already consuming and engaging. If you are a fat loss coach, your audience might also be consuming content that isn't strictly towards your calorie deficits and training and diets. They might also be watching content about just traveling. They might be watching content about mindset, about the football, about all of these different topics. Find ones that like interlink towards fitness in some way or another. Find topics that are trending, that are going viral for your audience, and recreate and add your spin. So if your audience is into football alongside fitness, the easy way you can get people hooked is if there is a big footballer at the moment that's done an extreme, like got really fat while he's on holiday, got a bit overweight. Now he's lost a load of weight. There's always news articles like this, right? If you just film a 60-second video of you reacting to that story, giving you honest thoughts, like what he's done well, what he could have maybe done better, it's a very good bit of content. It potentially engage very well, so that is worth looking at. Other topics could be just got literally other ways to find viral content would literally be just going on your explore page on Instagram, having a scroll and just seeing what are the topics, what are the types of content, the wording that's already doing really, really well. Look at that type of content and look at how you can create and recreate it with your own tone of voice, with your own original content, with your own spin, and you can go viral, get highly qualified followers without paying a penny to Mark Zuckerberg or whatever it might be, and you can grow your coaching business that way around. That's the second type. And the third type on here, in terms of driving things forward, is actually not being valuable, but being a problem solver. If you view more of your content as opposed to being valuable, but instead of being valuable, if you start being more of a problem solver in your content, it's just going to drive your sales through the roof. You're going to have so many more leads, so many more conversations, so many people that want to work with you if you're just genuinely trying to be a problem solver with your social media. And the easiest way you can do that is by just taking a pen and paper and looking at what are the biggest problems my audience has? What are they struggling with right now? What kind of things are keeping them up at night? Write down the 5, 10 biggest problems they have and create content that's super specifically solving these problems. If they struggle because they have a holiday coming up and they really feel self-conscious to take their top off and they're a guy, that could be the hook of your video, right? Like that could literally be the hook of your video. The hook could be if you're a guy and you feel if you're not looking forward to summer or you're looking forward to it, but you feel self-conscious, here's what to do. Here's the training plan to follow. Here's a nutrition guide. Here's how to work out your calories to solve that problem in the next 4 weeks. If you just follow these free types of content on your social media in 2025, you're just going to get ahead so much quicker, so much faster than the people that are stuck in a loop of posting content that used to work 5 years ago, 6 years ago, and to just value content. Take the new Instagram algorithm, take the new change to get massive engagement on your social media, but more importantly than engagement, get clients that pay high ticket for your coaching program. Um, I'm going to leave a little plug here as well. If you want to speak to myself one to one to audit your coaching business right now and build out a bulletproof strategy to guarantee success over the last 6 months of the year, if you click on the link below, you have the opportunity to book a one-to-one call with myself, where we can diagnose your business and see how I might potentially be able to help with driving that forward. Peace.